Hi guys. I wanted to discuss manifestation. There comes a point in manifestation where you really have to give it up and trust the process, trust God, trust the universe. It is the hardest part of manifestation. We put so much work into making things try to come into fruition because that's what society says, is that we have to put the effort in, stay focused on it, and until you see it actually come, you have to keep putting that effort and that work towards it. But this actually causes resistance and stress. And you come to a point where you become obsessed with all of the things you're doing. You become over-obsessed with your spiritual practices. And you're just creating more resistance than actually living life and remembering to enjoy the process as it comes. We're supposed to enjoy the journey on the way to our manifestations, and sometimes we get so consumed with the process that we forget to enjoy life. But this is some confirmation for you. If you're here on this video, I know that there's a message here that you need to hear right now. Every single person that has journeyed on manifestation, because no matter who you are and what beliefs you have, if you are on this path of manifestation, it's because of your spiritual awareness, your consciousness. You realize that there is something more powerful than you, and you were brought to this actual specific experience in your life. We all come to this point where we become obsessed. It's all part of a learning process on how to honestly trust God. This is where your faith comes in. This is where your true trust in whatever. This is where you have to put your belief system. So now it's time to expect it to happen. Whatever you've been manifesting, you have to trust that it's going to happen. The ideas originated from God anyway, and we forget that. He was a part, God, the universe, whatever your belief system is, higher power is what has put these ideas and these desires within you. We are co-creating with the universe. You know that you've received synchronicities to lead you on this certain path where you've seen certain desires come into fruition in the past, but now you're at a point where you understand, okay, I can create these things to happen, but then that obsession comes to be part of your experience, and then that stress and more resistance, and then we forget that God is the one that actually put all of these ideas and these thoughts in us to desire the things that we want. It's time to really let it go. Trust that it's coming. You've already asked for these things to come into existence. You've done all of the work, you've done all the rituals, you've done all the spiritual practices, you've balanced your body, you're making good choices. You know, you're staying motivated. But then there's this thing where you have this frustration building because you're not seeing this manifestation. And that's the biggest thing, is drop it. Let it go. Let it go. You know, we are getting feedback. Pretty consistent feedback from our choices that we're making. Those synchronicities that come through. That's good. It keeps us motivated to stay on this path. The law of the universe will bring it to you. But part of a relationship is really trusting. Any kind of relationship you're in, you have to trust the other person. Don't hate on yourself and don't judge yourself. We've all been exactly where you're at right now. And I'm just here. You've manifested this video to remind you that it's okay. But now it's time to release it. I did a meditation yesterday on this. It's time to release it. Let it go. Now it's time for the universe to do its job. More practice with this process, it will get easier and easier. But now I'm telling you, and you need to trust me. Think of this as God communicating with you, because we are all conduits and we're all messengers of God. And this message that you're receiving right now is telling you to put your trust in God and the universe and move on. It's time to move on. Trust the process. Like I said, this is all a very similar mental process that we all go through. The law of thought process. If you're having these thoughts, someone else is having these thoughts. And I am just a friendly confirmation letting you know that it's time to release the worries and thoughts on this manifestation. Because now guess what? It's time to focus on your other manifestations. You know, release this manifestation, making room for new ideas to come in. What else are you going to want? Now you expect that this manifestation is coming into fruition. The universe is putting all of the details together right now. And now it's time to say, okay, what else do you want in life? We came here for all of these experiences. All of those desires. God, okay, now you've made space for this. Now what next? Now you have to put those spiritual practices and those thoughts, those positive thoughts about, okay, what else do you want? There's more manifestation you're preventing from, beginning. You know that the universe needs time to put things together. So when you're too focused on one thing, you're holding up your other manifestations from coming through. So, we are all being guided by the universe. Just remember that. There's no coincidence that you are on this path of manifestation in which you are able to realize that you are the creator of your life, that you are co-creating with the universe and God. And just like religion, putting faith into your higher power and God, and waiting with patience, the universe does the same with manifestation. It's the law of the universe. It's the law of attraction. It's the law of the universe. It's the way things go. The next important thing is to kind of settle the reasons why you need to give this up. When you're experiencing doubt, you say you believe in God and the universe, and you know that there's a higher power, there's something higher going on, miracles happening. You're on this path, and you say you believe and you have faith, okay, but yet now putting all these thoughts in this manifestation because you don't expect it to come into fruition. Because if you're experiencing lots of doubt, judgment, that's a major sign that your ego is driving, okay? Your ego is driving. Put more time into meditation, okay? You're not doing anything wrong. This is all a natural process of thoughts that everyone reaches. It's a crossroads that we all come to during our first initial understanding and learning of manifestation. But now it's time to come to a point where you're actually mastering it. Done with one work on one manifestation, you're going on to the next because you know. And this is your time. This is confirmation that you have mastered the process of manifestation. And now I'm just reminding you to move forward to the next thing. That's what you're here to do. You're here to move on and not focus on things that are creating resistance and negative thought patterns and anything that's creating doubt. Those are not those thoughts that you actually want to have energy in. So there is just a reminder that when you have faith in religion, there are aspects, there's responsibilities that God has, and there's responsibilities that you have. God gives you the initial idea of, okay, this is what you want to have. God's going to put it all together. You focus on it, you get your body and your mind in the right balance. All about energy. It's all about getting your vibration into a place where you're calling it all in. And then you also have to come to a point where it's time for you to watch it all unfold and watch God's miracles. You've already done the part where you thought about it and you did it all in your imagination. God gave you the initial idea, and then you created the whole scenario and you used your imagination to come up with all the details. And now it's God's part. Now it's God's responsibility to put all of those details. They might look a little bit different, but God actually knows more of what you want that are going to please you even more than what your imagination did for you. So those things are those little surprises that God gives you. That's where we're at right now. Is now it's time to let God work on that manifestation, and your next task is to move on to the next manifestation, because you got to work on the next manifestation. Our time is limited here, and you want to get all of the enjoyments of life. You've got a lot of work to do, but you also have to realize that it's time to release that energy. You've put a lot of energy towards that manifestation. And it's time to release it. You know, you have to release it. We all are going through this energy right now. We feel so close to our manifestation, but then we don't want to stop putting action towards it or effort towards it. It's human nature to take action to make things happen. That's what society teaches us, that you have to put action towards your things that you want to happen, because nothing's going to make it happen. You have to do it. But you know different. You know in your heart, you've seen things come in that are just miracles, but you forget. We get so obsessed because we get caught up in the matrix again. Now it's time for you to focus on your next manifestation. And also, don't forget to live life. Don't forget to live life. Be in the present moment. If you're too focused on the manifesting part of life, and you're not content, and you're feeling impatient, you do need to put more focus on meditation, because you're lacking patience. And you can only get that through moments of silence with God. And remember, the enjoyment on the way to manifestation is the key to allowing and receiving those manifestations. Meditation gives you peace. When you have peace, you don't care about time. You're not concerned about things that you are lacking in your life. You feel full. You feel absolutely fulfilled in your life. And that is the secret to receiving more and more and more from the universe. I'm just here to remind you, I am a manifestation of your thoughts. To remind you that it's time to just release manifestation so you can let the universe show you and bring it all in. The universe loves to show and bless people